when I'm angry, I should not gonna make a video. It's not right. Right. Okay. What I have here, like I said earlier, if I didn't have any problem, if I don't have any problem, I'm gonna show you some highlights, let us say, what I'm doing, the measurements, the classic measurements, what I'm doing all the time, and then I'm gonna move on and I'm gonna continue my work to don't delay making videos. Fine? Right? So, I get the 2 halves of the block from the machine shop. Fine. And what I did, I put the bolts, I torque it down, I put all the bolts around. Alright? Fine. All the way around. Correct? Correct. Why I did that? Because I want to get some measurements. These are the old bearings, the old crankshaft main bearings, all the way inside. It's been in place, alright, and it's been torqued down. I want to check the cylinders to see that it's nice and round before I put the torque plate. And before I put the torque plate, I see that the deck is straight, alright, after bolting it, because this is how it's supposed to run the engine. This is how it's running the engine. It's not running, let us say, the half separate and the other half separate. You have to bolt these two together. Alright? As soon as I bolt these two together, what I saw this sleeve also from the other side. By the way, it's stepping in a double carton to don't hurt the surface, but it doesn't matter because it needs to be resurfaced again. Fine. I checked with the straight edge with the filler cage, and I'm getting also this bridge that's for the top dead center finder. Alright? So it's at 0. I can put it, let us say, here. Alright? I'm putting here. You see it's almost 0, a couple of thousand of millimeters, let us say, we don't care. I'm putting it here. Alright? Like I said, almost 0. See what will gonna happen when the needle is gonna pass to the sleeve. Watch this. You saw that? It's almost 500 millimeter, 0.05 millimeter. If I try to go backwards, see what's happening? It's not letting me. I'm gonna make the needle. I'm gonna destroy the needle. I'm talking about how I'm gonna show you now. There. All right. More than 400 millimeter more down the sleeve, and I have the same results with the filler cage and the straight edge. Fine. Now, you can put your fingernail here and you can see. I mean, you can see the gap here. It's the same thing also from this side. The sleeve, it's been moved down by 0.05 millimeter. Fine. Here it's okay. Again, I can feel something, but it's not 500 millimeter like it is the other one. Okay, this 100 millimeter, I'm gonna say that because I'm moving the bridge, because I'm on the edge. Okay, screw it. Fine. Here, again, 0, 500. Let's watch it from this side. Here, it's stepping here, it's reading there, the needle. I'm at 0, fine, let's go there. Same thing. Same shit, different day. So, now, to answer to me from the machine shop that, you know what, we already resurfaced it, it's impossible to be more down the sleeve. I don't know what you did. I don't care what you did. You know, for what I do care about? You have one job. Insert the sleeve inside, fine. Make sure that you're not gonna go more down. Resurface it, put the torque plate up, and finally hone it on final dimensions, the sleeve. That was the job that need to be done on this block, alright? We provide the gaskets, we provide the bolts, we provide everything. We didn't say that, no, we are not sending you this or that, for example. So, now, for some people they think, okay, you'll gonna resurface, you're gonna be fine. It's not that simple. When you hone it, most probably it was not bolted together. If you cannot bolt it together because you don't have a clearance, you have to fix something like a torque plate. But for what? For the block. To keep the block steady, to keep the block stiff, to don't deflect, don't have vibrations, don't have anything. How it is, let us say, when you are bolting the upper half with the lower half, and it's nice and together, to step somewhere straight. The same thing what you're doing with the torque plate. If you don't have the chance to put it on the machine because of the height because this one is too much height. Maybe let us say their machines, they don't have, you don't have the space to put all this up. So in this case, what you're doing, you're fixing 1/2 thickness, let us say, how much the thickness of the torque plate, same thickness, and then you're bolting this piece on, and then you're machining, doing what you have to do. Because now this one, I didn't measure it before I closed it. I saw this one when I was torquing down the bolts. I will start torquing down the bolts here for the engine block. I will start torquing it down, and then I saw this lip that has. I was not even. I was on the first stage. The first stage is 15 Newton meters, I think, and I saw that it was not even being full torqued down. Again, I didn't even give the last step. Even up to now, I haven't given the last step. I stopped to measure this one. All right. Now, to tell me that, you know what, yeah, we put the sleeves, we hone it properly in the dimensions, and then we resurface it, and it's supposed to be straight, but it's not straight. What shall I say? This is, you're gonna find this with two ways. There is a hard way, that means I'm gonna close everything, all right? I'm gonna put the head gasket, and guess what? It's not for daily use, it's not for a bone stock application. You're gonna be with a turbo upgrade, you're gonna be with external wastegate, you're gonna be heavily tuned, you're gonna be with a motor methanol, you're gonna be not stock. We are putting, let us say, the studs to don't burn the head gasket, to don't raise up the cylinder head, to have more clamping forces, let us say, to don't have any headache. That's the reason why we are putting the RP. And now we're gonna have the sleeve 500mm lower than the deck. You think that here the head gasket is gonna seal properly, under load, under stress? I doubt. I mean, if you cover the expenses, I can close everything, I can torque everything down. If you burn the head gasket, then deal you with the customer. In any case, for me personally, I'm not gonna close an engine like that with the sleeve 500mm down. Plus, when they put the torque plate, definitely when they hone it on final, it was not forcing properly down, because the head gasket here, it's not stepping. It will not gonna step all the way around. It's 500mm higher. So that means this cylinder is like that's been honed in final dimensions without having any support. If it moves down, it's even worse, because if it moves down, it might be, that means that it has run out. That's what does mean that. Okay, I'm not using the torque plate. Wait, the torque plates are there. I didn't use it yet. Just rough measurement, all right, without the torque plate. This is at 102mm. This is a little bit more tight than 102mm at this point. All right, fine. And now I'm gonna turn it sideways. All right, at this point it's fine. Let's make it up. Let's see here at top dead center. Here it's almost zero. Most probably the torque plate will gonna be fine. Here it's zero. What will gonna happen? I wanna know what will gonna happen when we're gonna put the torque plate. Okay, down here has 100mm at bottom dead center. And yeah, and bottom of the center has 100mm greater. Okay, I don't know. What I know that I don't want to have any lip here, positive or negative. I want to be flush. That's what I want. Going back at the machine shop. Like I said, either they're gonna put it as this and they're gonna resurface it, make sure that the sleeve is not gonna move, or they're gonna fix another plate down here. They're gonna bolt it, let us say, the half with a plate, or this half with the other plate, and they're gonna resurface it again while it's gonna be bolted down. Watch this. Watch what happened. I lose now the bolts. I remove all the bolts all around. All right, the one that I put. I remove also these two bolts. Fine. And I'm starting moving the inner bolts. Fine. See what happened. Pay attention. I haven't washed the block. You can see the signs. It still has oil everywhere. Fine. I haven't washed the block. I just uncovered it. I wiped a little bit of the oil from inside, and I was just checking this surface here to be nice and clean, to don't have any garbage between, to close together. Watch this. Watch this what happened. When I lose it, it looks like it's coming oil out. From this side, here, one second, without light, here it's dry. Yes, here it's wet, here it's wet all around the sleeve, and it's dry. So this one, you can see some oil escaping, and the only thing what I did, I just lose the bolts. That means when they resurfaced it, it didn't have any support down here. It was not together, or it didn't have any plate. I remove the bolts, alright, I remove the main bearings, fine, and I have it splitted. Again, I haven't washed it, I haven't done nothing. The only thing, I wiped the oil that had it inside, I put the main bearings, the old one, and then I bolted together, and I didn't even give the final torque specs. Fine, for the bolts. Let me zero it. Let me make it 0. Fine. There is a step here. It's clearly, actually, no need even a tool. You need just only your finger and your eyes to understand that there is a lip here. Going back, let's see, if again the resurface it half without any support or without bolting it together, most probably gonna end up with the same thing. Except of this, the sleeve, it's supposed to don't move down, it's supposed to stop. You know, how in hell it can move down? Alright, what I'm expecting that when I'm gonna bolt down the block, both together, down to specs, I'm expecting to see the deck and the sleeves at 0. That's what I'm expecting, that's what I need actually. Nothing more, nothing less. Can I have this?